Hi guys. So what we're doing today is a neutral basic makeup tutorial. You're seeing me with no products on my face right now. So I'm actually preparing for an audition, and we do audition self-tapes mostly. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put on some Aveeno cream. This is just a basic moisturizer. Just put that on my face. Okay. And what I am going to do is use this product. This is a serum. It's called Clear Genius Toner Serum, and it's a 2-in-1 toner serum. So what you do is you press this little thing, pump it a few times, put it on this, and then wipe it over your face. This will actually help minimize your pores. It's also a serum as well, so it has some different effects. And it feels really refreshing on your face. Really, it's a cooling, and it's very inexpensive. It's available at Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. Anyone from Canada? No, not yet. So also what we're putting on today is NYX. This is a concealer. It's a concealer serum, and it's in medium vanilla. So I'm putting it on a little sponge. Okay, I'm only using a little dab of it. You can see that. And what I do is I dab it under my eyes because I tend to get dark under my eyes. Because I have allergies. So I am putting it under my eyes, and what you want to do is dab it. You don't want to drag it across your skin. Dragging product across your skin too much around your eye area will actually cause wrinkles. So, okay, it might look a little odd, but so what I'm using now is foundation. So this foundation is called Maybelline Fit 12 Hour. It's in number 120 Classic Ivory. So actually, I notice these makeup tutorials and people are using way too much foundation. You actually do not have to load your skin up with foundation like that. I will show you how much to put for your entire face. So you only put maybe a dab, like maybe a dime, the size of a dime. You dab it, dab it, dab it. Okay, and then you can lightly brush it in. I like to use like round buffing movements over my eyelids, gently, under the eyes, dabbing, not dragging. Okay. What you want to get it in is just buffing it so that's an even skin tone. So it's a base. This is a neutral makeup that you can use any day that you just want to go out. Protect your skin. If you want something with a sunscreen, that's perfectly okay. And yeah, if you want to do that, but I am getting ready for an audition for a self-tape, so I can't tell you what it's for. But basically, we can wear various types of looks, but this is the basic one that they usually want. So when you hear people say that it's a no makeup look, or they don't have any makeup, or it's a nude look, this is the basic nude look. It means that you do have product on your face. So I think that's blended in pretty good. Okay, and now the product I'm going to next is called Cheek Heat. Not sure if you probably see that backwards. Cheek Heat. So this is my go-to product. And I'm not endorsed by any of these products, by the way. I mean, I wish, right? But yeah, Cheek Heat is my go-to product. I always keep like 2 or 3 bottles of this on stock because it is a creamy blush. So this one is Maybelline and it's called number 15 Nude Burn. So what you do is you squeeze it out. Okay. And it'll look like a lot on the sponge, but it actually won't. It will buffer in, and it buffers in perfectly. So I'm only using this much for both sides. And you smile and you put it on the apples of your cheek and you buff it out. You buff it out. That might have been a bit too much. I lied. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, but what do you want to do? Actually, it will buffer in. And what you want to do, I know you think I'm lying. That's okay. What you want to do, you want a nice sun-kissed look. So you buffer it in, and then what you do is you go above a little bit. Okay, you go to the top of your nose. You go the top of your lip, the cupid's bow, and you do this part. And that will give you a nice sun-kissed look because that's where the sun hits your face. Okay, and even though it looks a little pink right now, it will tone down at the next step. Hi, Henry. Hi, Yogi. And so what we're going to do, the next step, let's see. Next step is translucent powder. So this is CoverGirl Clean Invisible number 110, translucent light powder. It looks like that. Comes with a buffer. And what I do is I tap it a few times to get product, not much product on it. And then I go in and I buffer, I pat. Okay. So I'm not using that much product. It's not wasting product. It saves you money that way, which is great because who wants to spend a whole lot of money on makeup, especially the amount of it that I go through as an actress, right? I'm always looking for ways to save money. So, and you see I'm buffering it over where it was pink. This side, it actually neutralized it. And this side, it's still, watch. I'll show you so that it makes it look completely natural. Okay. And it also gives you a little, there's still a little sheen from it. You want to keep that sheen because that's something nice. It's still a little bit under my eyes that needs a little bit more. Okay. And then now we're going to go in with the mascara or mascara if you're from if you're British. So full exposure Smashbox mascara in jet black. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, you go around, let's see, and you just put it a little bit on here. You put it a little bit on here. Okay, so that it looks natural. When I apply mascara, I am ambidextrous, so I can use both hands. I learned how to do that a long time ago out of necessity. Hi, SD kids. So, okay. And then, what I don't like putting it on the bottom lashes though, because if you put it on the bottom lashes, it will tend to run a little bit. So what I do is now a lot of the products come off of the mascara wand or the mascara wand. And what you can just put a little bit on like that. I mean, if you go to a film set, and they want more, they will put more. And they have little disposable ones that they use. So everything is not cross-contaminated. So the next product I put on is, let's see, it's called Nothing Compares to Nude. And it's this product. Nothing, well, it's very worn out now. Nothing compares to Nude. Not actually sure who makes this. But the color I like is Give It Another Try. And as you can see, I've used up almost all of it. I need to buy a new one. That's like the only color I use for this look. So you go in with just a regular brush like this, and you get a bit of the product. Okay. And then what I like to do is go from the top. Okay. So I go from the top like this. Yep. Just like that. And it's called Give It Another Try. So actually, when you're putting on your makeup, you might have to keep giving it another try. Just keep trying until you get it. And actually, I will be ambidextrous again. Okay. Actually, I'll just do it with this one. Better with mascara with that. Hi, Shane. Okay. As you can see, this is a very neutral look, right? And oh, actually, I forgot about lipstick. Let's see. I have a ton of lipsticks here. What I like to do is use the CoverGirl lipsticks. I have a ton of them. So I am going to go for a neutral color. Let's see. I have a couple different colors, a couple different shades here. Maybe I'll go for something that pops. These are two of the same shade. Oh, okay. Something. Okay, I'll go with this one. Not sure exactly what this one's called. So with this one actually, this is CoverGirl Long Last lipstick. So it's like, but it's like a lip tint. So it actually lasts a hell of a lot longer. Oh, sorry, a heck of a lot longer. Sorry. Okay. Now you have to let it dry for just a couple minutes. So like, yeah, well, you can't get me to stop talking. I mean, get me to stop talking for a couple minutes, sure. Yeah, right. What I'm doing the old trick where you blot it. I don't want to get it on my teeth. It's almost dry now, and what we will do, it will last for probably about 16 hours, I guess. Okay, one thing though, I go to set with this all the time, and it lasts beautifully with the studio lights. However, one thing about it is that I lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you eat something oily, okay, I mean, we're actresses, right? Apparently, we're not supposed to eat. No, we eat. We eat a lot, actually. But if you eat anything oily, it will come off, and you will have to reapply it. So when you go to lunch, you go through the lunch line. You go have lunch, and it will come off. So you do have to reapply it. But if you don't eat anything oily, you don't have to worry about that. And then it also comes with this great base, not a base coat, but like a gloss. And it's very creamy and it's clear. So that once it's dry, because it'll look matte. So if you want it to look a bit glossy, let's see. And it feels so luxurious. Hi, JK. There's a slight taste. It's not bad. I mean, I like it. I like it. I like it. Going to have my matcha. I'm not going to do the tapping thing. I don't have fake nails on, so I'm not fake. So I'm not going to do the tapping thing. It's a little annoying sometimes. I might do it at some point, but I'm not doing it today. And then the next product is, this is the last product that I put on. It's called NYX, and it's called Matte Finish Spray. It's good for 16 hours, so it's a setting spray. Setting spray. NYX makes really great products. It's professional quality without the professional price. So what I will do, excuse me, is I will go like that because I do not want this stuff on my lips. I'm sure it's probably not great. And I'll also tell you a tip in case you don't have the setting spray, which is a pretty old tip that I learned a long time ago when I was a really young actress. I've been acting since I was, wow, 6 years old. But, okay, so yeah, like 20 years. So, okay, I'm going to cover my lips and spray it. Just a light mist about 30 centimeters away. I don't know how many inches that is. I'm Canadian. And it sets it. And it sets it. So, so it sets it. So the only thing is, if you don't want to buy the setting spray, how you save money, and I don't know how healthy it is, but they have used it on set. I have been on sets where they've done this, is where they will use hairspray. Okay? And I'm serious, and it's the same thing. And it's the same bloody thing. It's that, sorry. It's the same thing. Hairspray. Can you imagine? Like, it's hairspray. But this is not hairspray. This is an actual setting spray. But in a pinch, you can use hairspray, and that would be perfectly fine. Just don't breathe it in, and try not to get it on your lips or in your mouth, and then you're golden. So actually, I think that's it for the tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. And I will be on again, and I will do another tutorial, and I'm thinking of maybe doing a sci-fi makeup. That would be fun. But this is just your basic makeup to go to set, and then once you're there, they glam you up, or they break you down. It depends on what you're on, right? So yeah, but thank you so much for joining. Now, I see Steve. Yeah, thanks for joining, and I'll catch you next time. And I don't know how to turn it off because I'm not used to TikTok. Can anyone tell me how to turn it off?